Whoa. Putting yourself in a place of discomfort is a guaranteed way that you're either going to die or adapt. And you don't realize how bad you don't want to die until you're actually threatened with death. Even people that have jumped off the Golden Gate Bridge, every single one that survives said the moment they jumped, they regretted it. So when you put yourself in a situation to where you either have to adapt or die, watch how you adapt. Last year or 2 years ago, I moved into my first apartment by myself. There was this girl, we were in a good relationship. If I moved out, it probably would have been with a roommate, but I wanted this place for her and for her to come over and just love the place. She really liked it, so I got it. And starting out, paying that rent, no issue at all. Then I took some risk in the business, took some risk at work. I had a good sales job, but wanted to focus more on the business, and it didn't work out too well. It got to the point to where I had $80 or something like that, or $400, and I had to pay rent at the end of the month. I threw CTAs on my story trying to get people for coaching, throwing the prices up there, DMing all these people, and it didn't go through. And I remember my mom gave me money to pay rent, and she said, don't worry about it, but pay me back. And I was reading Think and Grow Rich, and then that next week, boom, all of a sudden I got a bunch of clients. And then it was dry again. And all of these clients that were on a retainer, they couldn't pay the next month, so most of them left. I was able to pay rent, but I was like, what's going on? And whenever I read Think and Grow Rich for a little bit of time, I was like, I had some success. But I was praying, I was like, God, give me another book, give me another book. And my friend had started tithing, which is giving 10% to the church. And I tried tithing before, but I was just giving it to different areas. I didn't understand it. And he said, get this book. He's like, actually, I'm giving it to you because you need it. I was so stressed about paying bills. And as soon as I read this book, it told me how to tithe, and it said specifically to give to the church. Now, is this pastor just saying this so we give to his church? I don't know, but I followed the instructions in this book because I was desperate. And what I saw was paying bills just happened. These clients started coming out of nowhere. Business partnerships started coming out of nowhere. And paying rent wasn't an issue anymore, and I was months later able to pay my mom back for the hundreds of dollars that she gave to me, which my mom she wasn't even in the best position to do that and still did that for me. You have no idea how much that meant in that moment, but also how bad of a feeling that was. And I remember grinding for hours, knowing I could do well at a sales job, but I wanted to make my dream work. So that's what I did. I just continued to push into it, continued to push in the faith, and I gave myself a deadline. If by the age of 25, I'm not making 10K a month every month for my fitness coaching, then just let it go, do something else. When I turned 24 and a half, that didn't happen. I got close 1 or 2 months, but it wasn't where I wanted to be. And I said 24 and a half, I'll round that up to 25. Got into roofing sales, started doing that door to door. And with door to door, there's a lot of rejection, and getting home, getting rejected, and sitting and just wanting to cry and bawl my eyes out and just like losing all hope. I'm like, man, am I cut out for anything? Am I good at anything? Like in my life, I've always been good at sports, school, made friends easily. And it was like, what's going on with like making like my career? Like what's going on? I'm good at like everything I do. And it just happened. I was praying and I ended up going into this appointment. And this is door knocking, but somehow I got sent a lead that day from a call center from the company. I go out there, there's already a contractor. They're already working with somebody else. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, let me catch a break. This guy's like, do you door knock? I'm like, yeah. He's like, we don't. Offers me the job. I sit on it for about a week, and then after feeling like getting all these no's, I'm like, you know what, I'll take it. And from there, they have a great team. They've been training me up well. and roofing has been going great. But now, I'm like, man, I'm doing this, but I still feel like something's missing. So I started doing the fitness coaching again and posting more on Instagram. There's a time I took down all my posts. I'm like, I'm a new person. I want to be different. And I started feeling that fulfillment again when I started chasing that dream. And right now, my friend, he's been taking calls from me because I literally, a good amount of these days, waking up at 7 a.m. and my last appointment's at 8 a.m. Sometimes I have gaps in my schedule, but I don't know until that day. So he's been taking calls. He's been coaching some people on the mindset side of things. I coach him on the fitness side with the macros and nutrition and all the workouts. But I've been working so much, but it doesn't feel like work. And it feels like I'm becoming a person that is just the work. I am the embodiment. I am the program. But throughout all these struggles and pain, that's what has flipped some switches in me. Some people left, some people that were supporting were gone, but it didn't matter. It doesn't matter if anybody believes in me or not, because somebody could full-heartedly believe in me and it's not going to make a difference in my success, or everybody could doubt me, but I believe so strongly that eventually it radiates out to everybody. And whenever I wanted to stop, it's usually the opposite. People are like, oh yeah, that dream's crazy. But everybody in my circle, my friends or family, like, bro, you were put on earth to do this. Do it. And I was like, nah, man. I need to make this amount of money. But I realized even if I made that amount of money or however much, if I'm not doing something that I feel really purpose-driven for, I'm not going to have that complete feeling. And I'm not going to have that full level of my personal and self-development of what I'm supposed to be. And as of this Friday, I'm moving into a new apartment. And it was a little bit out of my budget. But I was like, this is good. This is going to force me to put in more work, to drive me to do more. And I'm excited for it. And also, this place is beautiful. For just a little bit more, I get so much more in this apartment. It's what I truly want. I was just drawn to this location, drawn to how it looked. I was out for a job for roofing, and I was in the city, and I saw these restaurants and different kinds of foods, different kinds of people. I was like, this is where I want to be for this time being. And I'm so excited. For so long, I was dimming my light, just playing it safe, saving every dollar because I'd been burned and because I had that pain and that feeling of not having anything and how scared I was of that, which drove me to work harder. But also, I was like, putting myself in that situation is what drove me to go to a different level. So I'm doing that again. Having less time made me have to get a team. And getting a team in the long run is going to push everything even farther. Having this place, going home somewhere, I look at it and it's so beautiful, I get inspired every day. It pushes me to go harder. Moving up in life, continuously moving up. I love my car and I feel like I don't need the nicest things, but I want the nicest cars because I want to be driven and see in real time in the physical that everything is improving year by year, even my appearance. I want it to get better year by year. I'm never not going to be young. I want to have so much self-belief. People are like, is he manic? No, I just believe in myself so much and I'm continuously proving it over and over and over, and I'm programming my mind, my body, everything inside of me for success. Like, I've even been journaling lately and I thought that was so corny because I would write these I ams, but I'm like, I'm not that yet. So the things I believe I am in that moment, I'll write I am. But the other things I'll write I'm becoming. I want to do something different. I want to market different. I want to have a different appearance. I want all of these traits that are inside of me that people don't have and what are supposed to grow in the highest level. That's what I want to do. I want to do something that's never been done before. And we all want to do that. But I'm saying it. I'm writing it on paper. And this is something I feel like I can't even give up on. I feel like it's a calling to me. There's no quitting. Because if I quit, I get drawn back into it. Thank you guys for watching. This is about me. And it's cool finally sharing more of my life with you guys.